تحت الكساء فأقبل حسن نحو الكساء وقال السلام عليك يا جدة يا رسول الله أتعذرني أن أدخل معك تحت الكساء قال وعليك السلام يا ولدي صاحب حوزي قد أذنت لك فادخل معهم تحت الكساء. فما كان إلا ساعة وإذا بولد الحسين عليه السلام قد أكبر فقال السلام عليك يا أمه فقلت وعليك السلام يا ولد قرة عيني والثمرة فؤادي وقال لي يا أمه إني شمنت رائحة طيبة كان رائحة جهد رسول الله وقلت نعم إن جدك وفاك تحت الكساء فدنا الحسين نحو الكساء وقال السلام عليك يا جدة السلام عليك من اختاره الله أنت أذنني أدخل معكم تحت الكساء وقال وعليك السلام يا ولدي شاف أمتي قد أذنت لك فادخل معهم تحت الكساء. فأقبل عند ذلك أبو الحسن لابن أبي طالب عليه السلام وقال السلام عليك بنت رسول الله فقلت وعليك السلام يا أبا الحسن ويا أمير المؤمنين فقال يا فاطمة إني سمنت رائحة طيبة كان رائحة ابن أمير رسول الله فقلت نعم إنها هو ما ولديك تحت الكساء فأقبل نحو الكساء فقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله أتعذرني أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء قال له عليك السلام يا أخي ويا وسي وخليفة صاحب اللواء قد أذنت لك فادخل علي تحت الكساء. ثم أتيت نحو الكساء وقلت السلام عليك يا أبتي يا رسول الله أتعذرني أن أكون معكم تحت الكساء قال وعليك السلام يا بنتي أبتي قد أذنت لك فدخلت تحت الكساء. فلما اكتملنا جميعا تحت الكساء أخذ برسول الله بطرف الكساء وأومئ بيد اليمنى إلى السماء وقال اللهم إني هؤلاء أهل بيتي وخاصتي بأمتي لحمهم دمي ودمهم دمي يؤلمني ما يؤلمهم يحزنني ما يحزنهم أنا حرب لمن حاربهم وسلم لمن سالمهم وعدو لمن أعداهم محب لمن أحبهم ثم هم مني وأنا منهم فاجعل صلواتك وبركاتك ورحمتك وغفرانك ورضوانك علي وعليهم وعنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. وقال الله عز وجل ملائكة سكان سماواتي إني ما خلقت السماء مبنية ولا زمدية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيا ولا فلك نور ولا بحر يجري ولا فلك يسري إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء. فقال من جبرائيل اربعون تحت الكساء فقال عز وجل هم أهل بيت نبوة ما لنا رسالة هم فاطمة أبوها وبالها وبنوها. فقال جبرائيل يا رب أني أحد الأرض يكون معهم سادسا فقال له نعم قد أذنت لك فهبط من جبرائيل فقال السلام عليك يا رسول الله العلي الأعلى يذكرك السلام ويخصك بالتحية والإكرام ويقول لك وعزة وجلالي إني ما خلقت السماء مبنية ولا زمدية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيا ولا فلك دون ولا بحر يجري ولا فلك يسري إلا لأجلكم محبتكم وقد أذن لي أن أدخل معكم فهل تعلم لي يا رسول الله فقال رسول الله وعليك السلام يا من وإلا إنه نعم قد أذنت لك فدخل جبرائيل معنا تحت الكساء. فقال لي إن الله قد أوحى إليكم يقولوا إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا. فقال لي يا رسول الله أخبرني ما لجلوسنا هذا تحت الكساء من الفضل عند الله. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله والذي بعثني بالحق نبيا واتقاني برسالة النجية ما ذكر خبرنا هذا في محفل من محافل أهل الأرض وفيه جمع من شر المحبين وفيه إلى من نزلت عليهم الرحمة وحفظهم الملائكة واستغفرت لهم لا يتفرقوا فقال عليه السلام إذا والله فدنا فاد شيطنا ورب الكعبة. فقال برسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله يا علي والذي بعثنا بالحق نبيا واصطفاني برسالة النجية ما ذكر خبر أن هذا في محفل محافل آل الأرض وفيه جمع من شيطان محبين وفيه محموم إلا فرج الله هما ولا مغمون إلا كشف الله غما ولا طالب حاجة إلا قد الله حاجتا. فقال عليهم الله السلام إذا والله فدنا سدنا كذلك شئتنا فاز وسير في الدنيا والآخرة ورب الكعبة.
محمد وآل محمد آواز بلند سلام
محمد وآل محمد صلوات
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
قاسم جو گرے گھوڑے سے تھا موت کا پہرا قاسم جو گرے گھوڑے سے تھا موت کا پہرا تھا خون میں ڈوبا ہوا وہ چاند سا چہرہ چھلنی تھا بدن تیروں سے ہر زخم تھا گہرا خون سر سے بہا بن گیا ایک لڑیوں کا صحرا ارے اس طرح لرزتا ہوا لاشا نہیں دیکھا اس شان کا کوئی کبھی دولہا نہیں دیکھا ہر جوڑ تھا ٹوٹا ہوا ہر بند جدا تھا بازو ہے یہ وہ جس پہ کہ تعویذ بندھا تھا ارے کچلا ہوا سینہ تھا لہو سر سے بہا تھا اس پھول سے بچے پہ عجب ظلم ہوا تھا یہ وزن تھا ٹاپوں کا وہی ٹوٹ گئی تھی سب پسلیاں سینے میں کہیں ٹوٹ گئی تھی شیخاک پہ بھائی کا پسر ڈھونڈ رہے ہیں میدان میں وہ لاشا ہے کہاں ڈھونڈ رہے ہیں ارے آنکھوں میں اندھیرا ہے مگر ڈھونڈ رہے ہیں پھر بھائی کا ہر لفظ جگر ڈھونڈ رہے ہیں ارے تبرا کے وہیں گرتے ہیں غش آتا ہے شہ کو جب جسم کا ٹکڑا کوئی مل جاتا ہے شہ کو سہ لیتے ہیں کچھ درد بتائے نہیں جاتے لاشیں کبھی حصوں میں اٹھائے نہیں جاتے گر شاہردہ اپنی بچھائے نہیں جاتے ٹکڑے کبھی قاسم کے اٹھائے نہیں جاتے ارے چادر کو جو تھامے ہوئے عباس کھڑے ہیں اکبر بھی سہارے کے لیے پاس کھڑے ہیں کیا حال ہے لاشیں کا بتایا نہیں جاتا شبیر سے صدمہ یہ اٹھایا نہیں جاتا ارے گہرا ہے بہت زخم چھپایا نہیں جاتا خیمے کی طرف بڑھتے ہیں جایا نہیں جاتا ارے اس غم کا کہاں بار اٹھا پائے گی بیوہ، جب لاش پہ سر دیکھے گی مر جائے گی بیوہ۔ ارے دل اپنا سنبھالا کبھی چادر کو سنبھالا، خیمے کی طرف چلنے لگے سید والا، تاریک ہوا جاتا تھا آنکھوں کا اجالا، چادر میں بندھی لاش کو جب سامنے ڈالا، فروا نے یہ پوچھا کہ کہاں لال میرا ہے، دل ہلتا ہے بتلائیے گٹھری میں یہ کیا ہے، ارے گٹھری جو کھلی حشر بپا ہو گیا ہر سو، ٹکڑے تھا بدن لاش کا اور خون بھرے گئے سو، ارے ٹاپوں کے نشاں سینے میں اور آنکھوں میں آنسو، کہنے لگا آہستہ سے زہرا کا وہ مہرو، یہ دیکھیے جو ایک تنے صد پاش ہے بھابی، پہچانیے قاسم کی یہی لاش ہے بھابی، ماں گر گئی یہ دیکھ کے تبرا کے زمین پر، محشر سے ہی پہلے تھا وہاں خیمے میں محشر، ارے فروا کو سنبھالے رہی خود زینب مضطر، شبیر کی آنکھوں میں قمر پھر گیا منظر، ارے لرزش تھی ہر ایک ٹکڑے میں کچلا ہوا تن تھا، شبر کا کلیجا تھا کہ قاسم کا بدن تھا، محمد آل محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم۔
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد۔
تمام مومنین سے گزارش ہے کہ فرش اللہ پہ تشریف لائیں، بآواز بلند صلوات۔
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم، الحمدللہ رب العالمین، الحمدللہ کما ہوا اہلہ، والصلاة والسلام علی سید المرسلین وخاتم النبیین ابی القاسم محمد وآلہ الطیبین الطاہرین المعصومین، و امام زمان اللہم کل ولی الحجۃ ابن الحسن صلوات وعلى في هذه وفي كل وليا وقائدا ودليلا حتى وتمتع فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. الله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا ومن أحياها فكأنما أحيا الناس جميعا. Well, our topic was how to have a successful life and the formula of a successful life. Yesterday, we talked about one of the main important points, that how we can be a successful. Today, the second story of how to become a success and how to become a successful. One of the important things in our life, that if we want to become a successful, we have to be a pure. We say with the ikhlas and mukhlis. Sincerity, be a true with yourself, with your parents, with your family, and with the nation, with the other people. If you want to become successful, don't think that you plan. Yesterday we talked about the planning. Remember, planning and is the one wing of flying. The other wing is being a true. Not only with yourself, with your friends around, with the people around, where you're working, in a school, everywhere. If you be a true with yourself and others, you will become a successful. How? Maybe you ask me that, Maulana, that, what are the benefits of being a true, being a mukhlis, better said. We have two things. One is the ikhlas, one is the mukhlis. Ikhlas is a sincerity, and mukhlis is a sincere, someone who has got a ikhlas. First, let me to explain you about ikhlas itself, pure. What is a pure? It's not a mix. You've got a milk, a bottle of a milk, a glass of a milk. You want to have a pure, not a mix. If there's a mix, you say, wow, this is tricky and not a true, So if you want to have a true thing, true and right and pure milk, then you will ask someone to give you who is a really true person and give you the right thing. So first, let me explain you about the ikhlas. What is the ikhlas? What are the specialties and benefits of an ikhlas? Ikhlas is a very important in our life. If you get ikhlas, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts your all actions. The benefits of ikhlas, number one, the benefits. I'm talking about the benefits. If we get ikhlas, what are the benefits of ikhlas? If you get a ikhlas, benefit number one, then you got a calmness. You are very happy inside. You are not afraid of anyone. You are not worried about anything. If you get an ikhlas, for example, you are making building a big project. But you said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you give me and help me, I will put a share for Ahlul Bayt al-Islam for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the ikhlas, not showing off to others. If you show others, that's not acceptable. There was one person, he had a very ikhlas sometimes, and once he said that, oh, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept my ikhlas. And so then he wanted to go in a deep of ikhlas. So then he decided to pray for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how to have a prayer with ikhlas. In his eyes, in his mind, he said that, okay, I go out of the city. There is one mosque in the suburbs. There's nobody there. So I will go there, only pray for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. He left the city one night.
and he went to the suburbs mosque just to pray for Allah. Ikhlas means not to show others, not to show others, for you and Allah, between you and Allah. He left city, went to suburb, and he started praying. It was a night, he was praying and praying for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with ikhlas, ikhlas. It was a rainy night, there was a thundering, lightning, and raining. So he was a little bit scared outside inside because the suburb, nobody's around. It's a type of a village, and he's only praying for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the middle of night, he heard a sound that someone is come and open the door. You know, he's in the front of the mosque, someone came and opened the door, and he's just still praying. So he thought suddenly that, oh, someone has come. Means I'm not alone. Someone is looking at me. Someone is behind me. So then he said, oh, it's very good because someone is looking at me. Tomorrow he will go back to the city. And he will say that, oh, this Mr. Was very ikhlas and was praying a lot in the village for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He started praying more and more with a more ikhlas, but it's not ikhlas. He's showing off now from now on. Because he says someone is looking at me. Tomorrow he will go back city and say, Mr. Suppose Ali, he's praying a lot, he was praying a lot, so I will become famous. So up to 12 o'clock midnight was ikhlas, and from midnight after is mixed up and is showing off. Then he was saying Bismillah ar-Rahman, with the old Qur'an of Arabic to show that someone is looking behind me. Anyhow, he was praying more and more whole night. He prayed. It was early morning. So then he said, let me see who's behind sitting. And he will say to the people that I'm very mashallah with ikhlas. He looked at it from the corner of eye. It was a dog. Because it was raining outside and the dog was outside. So maybe he or she came inside and he opened the door and dog was sitting behind. He thought that someone was looking at me or was praying on and on. He was praying not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was praying for dog. You see, sometimes we waste our life. Sometimes we waste our energy. Sometimes we waste our money as well. You are giving a big amount of money to one center for helping, but you are asking them that please put my name in the top list, that I am the one that I distribute. It's not a class. Yeah, if someone come and put your name, appreciate your name, you appreciate you, this is something else. But you don't ask. Even there was someone, always our scholars, they used to hide themselves, their actions, because they were dealing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm talking about, our topic is how we become successful from the aspect of a Quran. Number one, today I'm talking about ikhlas and mukhlis. What is the sincerity and who is the sincere? First, I'm explaining you about sincerity. What are the benefits of sincerity? Number one, that you get a calmness. Once upon a time, there was a slave and servant of Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam. Imam said, let's go. It was the season of a very dry season, and there was no rain. So Imam asked his companions to go for prayer, and they did. There was one of the servant of Imam. He left the crowd and he went behind the hill and he started praying and asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for more rain. And someone looked at him that when he's praying, is with a very ikhlas, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is accepting because the thundering and the clouds start to come. He was very surprised that the servant of Imam Sajjad, when he's praying, it's a very, with a much influence. So he came and talked to Imam Sajjad when they get back home. He came to Imam Sajjad and said, Imam, can I have your servant for me? Can you leave and give your servant to me? Imam said, yes, okay. Imam asked all servants to come in a line, and there was, they came they made a line. And the man who wanted to get a servant, he looked at the line, there was not the one that he wanted. So he said to Imam, that Imam, all these are servants or still you have? Imam said, yeah, I have only one more that he has not come yet. He ordered Imam and that one came also. This man said, Imam, please give the servant to me. You know, the philosophy of our imams when they used to be the servants, not to get served by these servants. The philosophy was to treat them, to give them ikhlas, to teach them real true religion. So they used to go and to preach Islam and religion and Maktaba Ahlul Bayt al-Islam. So Imam was happy that is the one Muballigh is already now. Someone is asking to give him, Imam gave them. You see? So this is a ikhlas. Benefit number one. What are the benefits? Number one is a calmness. Then you get a calm. There's a one verse of Holy Quran that says, La khawfa alayhim. For those who have got a ikhlas, who are sincere, who got a sincerity. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, La khawfa alayhim. Not us here, even the day of judgment, la khawf. They are not afraid of anything. They are very in peace. Because they're feeling calmness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, connection between Allah and this. Benefit number two, if we get a sincerity, what are the benefit, Maulana? Benefit number two, that you get a multi-rewards in your actions. You know, when you do something, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you what rewards. But if you got ikhlas, Allah give you more rewards. No, there's a one verse of Holy Quran that says, Alladhina, those yunfikuna amwalahum fi, means in the time and in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, someone who is spending their money, kamathala habba, means their money with ikhlas, their things they are distributing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with ikhlas is kamathala habba. Habba, it means, you know, seed, small seed. When you put in a farm in the land, when it comes out, it will give you maybe 1,000 seeds. It's kamathala habba. Means one become double multiply with the 1,000. Huh? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when you do one action with the ikhlas, I will accept it with a multiply 1,000. You're getting more rewards, you know. There was a companion of the Prophet, his name was Jabbar, and he used to live in a Kufa. It was a time of a Hajj, and the people, they were getting ready for going Hajj. So he also had a planning to go to Hajj. So he prepared like other people, and he was in a group. They were ready to go for Hajj. Once he was crossing the, around side of Kufa, he saw one lady. She is in a rubbish area. She's finding something. So he went close to see what she's finding. She was finding the waste of a meat, because she was very poor. She didn't have money. So she was finding something for eating, and she found something. Jabbar was following her. What is she doing? She collected some waste meat and put in a bag, and she went to back her home. Jabbar was behind. She went into the home. There were some children, her children, and they asked Mama, "Did you buy something for us?" She said, yes, don't worry. I've got a meat, I've got something. I will cook for you. You see? When Jabbar looked at that, he said, yeah, it's not that I go Hajj, and this one lady, Muslim lady, or any lady, not only Muslim, human being, is a very poor. She cannot buy something for children. And I'm going for Hajj. He had a 100 dinar of that time for going Hajj. So he came to the lady and he said that I've come from outside. Please, can you accept my gift? And this is a 100 riyal. Please accept it for your children, for your family. She accepted. Well, she became also happy. Family became happy. Well, maybe it's like expenditure of 1 month and 2 months for the family. They became very happy. And Jabbar didn't go to Hajj. He left. He said, Mullah, you accept my inshallah with the ikhlas that I'm giving this 100 riyal to the family, poor family. He started work usually as usual. After the season of Hajj, the group that he was supposed to go with them, they came back from Hajj. One of the member of the group, he came to Jabbar and said, yeah, thank you a lot. That, with the ikhlas, you borrowed me, you lent me 1,000 riyal in the Hajj time, and I was in need. Thank you, Allah. Please get your money back, 1,000 riyal. He was surprised that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you go to Hajj. So he said, yeah, it was mashallah, you did very good hajj, you were with us, and I asked you to lend me the 1,000 riyal, and you did, so please get your money back. He accepted. While he accepted, the wise came that, oh, the bar, you've given a 100 riyal to a poor family, we give you 1,000 riyal back to you. One. Second, we've created some angels who are doing hajj on behalf of you until the day of judgment. They will do hajj on behalf of you. This is ikhlas. When we have ikhlas, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your actions and give you more reward, multi rewards we call it. So what are the benefits of ikhlas if we get ikhlas? Number one, calmness. Number two, multiple rewards. And number three, that's a very also important, that if you get ikhlas, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your actions and rewards with a more security and more safe. It's not a damaged one, complete one. You know, it's also very important. Once upon a time, because you're dealing with Allah, remember, when you have ikhlas, you're dealing with Allah. Once upon a time, there was a family, and they had one daughter and one son. Once the son got sick, and the parents, because they were poor anyhow, they took the son, their child, to the doctors, and doctors diagnosed and tested and everything. They said, you have to do operation. There's no way. You have to do operation, and without operation, your son cannot get, okay. And the daughter, the sister of this boy, and she was hearing that, while doctors are saying something, and they get back home, and the sister was worried at what's going on with her brother. Wife and husband are talking at home, and the husband said to the wife that, only the thing that we need is a miracle. Miracle can work because we don't have much money as well. We're not rich. We are poor. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a miracle that inshallah our son, the brother of this daughter, he gets okay. Little girl, remember only miracle. She had a, piggy bank, somehow that you collect the coins. She came and brought the piggy bank and got a small coins of cents. She collected, become $100. She got a $100 coins dollar. She came to the drugstore, medical store. She put on the top of the medical store and said to them that, I want to have a miracle medicine for my brother. Please give me. I understand that I don't have much money. Maybe it's more expensive, but give me miracle, please. The guy who was on the counter said, man, lady, little girl, what are you doing? What is a miracle? What is a $100? We don't understand. What is this? Well, the counter man and the drugstore man, asked her to get out of the medical store. There was one man who was looking at a little girl that she has come with a little voice, with a kind voice. She's asking for a miracle. She went out of the medical store. The man followed her, and outside the medical store, he asked her that, little girl, tell me, what is the problem with your brother? She said, I didn't know the problem, but the doctor does say that, we need a miracle. Baba said we need a miracle only, but I understand that I have no money, but we don't have money much, but I need a miracle. Can you help me? The man said, yes, I can help you. And this is so much money. It's okay. We can get a miracle. Can you take me to your family? I see your brother, to check him. She became happy. Sure, why not? She, little girl, took this man to the family, and he came over and he diagnosed everything. And he said to the parents that tomorrow come to the hospital, and according to the tests on this, the reports, we need to do operation, so I will do the operation. The next day, they took the family child, boy, and he was surgeon. He was a surgeon. He did operation. Everything was going good, smooth, everything fine, finished. Little girl came to the surgeon and said, I didn't know that you are a doctor. So, doctor, how much I give you for the miracle? He said that $100 you have. She said, yeah, I have $100. He said, give me only $50 is enough, $50 for yourself. This is dealing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Always it's not like this that I have to get money, that I do so. No, sometimes when someone is in need, you deal with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah will return to you. Allah will give you. Allah see your ikhlas. What are the benefits of ikhlas? Number one, calmness. Number two, there was a very important multiple rewards. Number three, get a reward complete by this. Now, who are mukhlis? Well, time is also getting over. Let me do very fast just to review. Now, if you want to see mukhlis, who's a mukhlis? Who's a sincere? How we become a sincere? Number one, that if you want to become a sincere, if you want to become with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to see that who is sincere, those who are sincere, you cannot defeat them. Better say, number one, they are undefeatable. You cannot fight with them. Maybe apparently you fight with them, but inside, indeed, Allah gave a victory to those. We are the biggest scholars. You've seen theirs. You've read their history. See, Allama, our Shaheed Arif Hussain al-Hussaini. See our greatest scholar, Shaheed, Tabatabai. Let's say Allama Burujandi. They had a very big class. Ayatollah Muhammad Taqiyya Khansari, who was buried in Haram of Hazrat Bibi Ma'asume, very close to Allama Tabatabai. I don't know, maybe you visited about his grave. He was very great scholar with a class. People sometimes they used to fight with him, but he used to have a ikhlas, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Once upon a time, when he became very old, doctors came and diagnosed him. He was sick. They said, you have to do operation. He was great scholar, Maharaja, and they said that you have to do operation. Without operation, we cannot save you. And in that time, it's about 80 years ago, 90 years ago, there was not a cell phone, mobile, nothing. He said that if you do operation, so then you have to give me injection, being unconscious, right? So without unconscious, without injection, you cannot do operation. And then you give me injection, and for maybe some hours, I won't be in this world, I won't understand, I won't feel, I won't be having a feeling. It means my muqallideen, my followers, they cannot follow me. I have to inform them to change marja for a while, that I am not having a correct and complete feeling in this world. They have to change to another marja, and I cannot inform them. It means you cannot, please don't give injection. They said, Ayatollah, great scholar, if you don't give injection, how we do operation? Without injection, we cannot do operation. Then he said, okay, you take me to the operation theater, and I will recite Bismillah and start Surah Luqman. When I start Surah Luqman, you do operation without injection. Without injection. And inshallah, I won't feel pain. They took him to the hospital and operation theater, and without injection, without injunctions, nothing, he started Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim Surah Luqman. They cut his, the part of the body and started operation. He was alive, looking, but didn't feel pain. They did operation, Surah Luqman finished, his operation also finished, nothing happened, and they took him back to the ward. You see, this is ikhlas. You cannot, number one, those who are mukhlis, you cannot fight with them at all. They are connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is supporting them. Number two, how we can understand that who the sincere, those who are sincere, they are innocent. Innocent, not innocent meaning of a ma'sumin. Innocent means those who are not committing sin. They are saved from the sin. There was a person in the time of Imam Jafar, Sadiq alayhi salam. What he was doing, because according to the verses in Islam, that if you do one good reward, if you do one good action, Allah gives you more, as I said, one your good action, get a multiple with a 1,000, more than that. There was one companion, let's say at the time of Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam, what he was doing, he was going to the bakery shops, and he used to steal some breads from the bakery shop, and they used to come to give to the poor people. Once Imam saw him, said, "What is doing? What is doing? You're stealing bread and then giving to the poor man." So once Imam came and got his hand, "Man, what are you doing with this? You are stealing bread, poor bread down in store, and you're giving to the poor people." He said, "Imam, you've not heard the verse, and you don't know Islam. That Islam says if you do one good action, you'll get a more than 10, it's multiplied with a 10. So 4 bread I get, 4 bad actions, 4 sin I committed, 4 minus I got, 4 minus marks. I multiply with that when I'm giving to the poor. So 1 bread gets multiplied with a 10, all become 40. So 4 minus 40 become 36. So it's okay with me. 36 life will reward. Imam said, "Oh man, poor man, you don't understand Islam. Your action is multiplied, good action is multiplied. Yes, you get a more reward. When action itself is action, right action. Don't call the steal and you do something wrong and you say that I'm giving to the poor to multiply with a 10. You know what happens? Because we don't understand right sometimes Islam. So, committing sin, they are saved from committing sin. And last point, those who are sincere, they are very good and they are successful person. Whatever you see maybe they've lost their lives. Apparently you see that, they don't have a special thing maybe at home. Apparently you see maybe they don't have a car, maybe they don't have a house, but they are very successful, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes such a people. Once upon a time, while there was a person that maybe I told you, once again I'm telling you, was a very good person. Always he was giving the share of his business for Hosa, for good things, for mosque, for Majlis, for other things. So he called Ayatollah Burujardi, who was one of the great scholars, and one of the good job of Ayatollah Burujardi that he has built many mosques in the world, and one of the great mosques of Ayatollah Burujardi is in Hamburg, Germany. It's now one of the part of a heritage of a German community and German government, and it's a very good mosque. A lot of people, they come over when they see the mosque and the picture of Ayatollah Burujardi. Some of them, they are converted just to see the picture of Ayatollah Burujardi. Just to see the picture. I see the notes. When they write the notes, she has written that I was a Christian. When I came and saw the picture of Ayatollah Burujardi, I felt a light, and I become a Muslim. It's the ikhlas. With your ikhlas, you do a lot of work. You do a lot of action. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also accepts your action. So that's enough today. And inshallah tomorrow, the next part of my speech will be that I will talk about that who are good people and how you count them as a good people. The actions of a good people, inshallah. Today I want to talk about the last part of my, usually my speeches, well, let me just tell you this, that mostly my speeches are in 3 parts. As we are assistant professor for the university, we do teaching classes to the, classes of PhD or master. We say that 40 minutes, first 40 minutes, our students, they understand very good. The next 40 minutes, they understand 50-50, so. And the next 40 minutes, the words go over their head, go in one ear, out the other. They don't understand and they get bored. So I always try to finish about, 40 minutes, the next 40 minutes. There is a source for 50-50. So still we have a 5 minutes more and I will finish inshallah. The second part of my speech mostly is giving the treatment from Quran. Someone came just some days ago. Someone asked me, the Maulana, how we can make our memory strong. Some of our youngsters, our kids, their memory sometimes become weak. How we can make our memory strong? We have a memory like an elephant, memory like a sheep. Some people's memory is like an elephant, very strong memory. Memory like a picture. They look at one thing, that's all. And some people like me, they read again and again. They have to read again and again because they don't remember anything. So, how we can make today, this is the treatment I'm giving you from Quran, how we can make our memory strong. How we can make our memory strong. There are three ways that you can make your memory strong. Number one, at night, before sleep, read and recite Ayat al-Kursi. It's a very recommended. In a day also, when you're going driving somewhere, you got a free time, in the mobile, so you got a Quran as well. So recite Ayat al-Kursi, Allahu la ilaha illahu wa It's a very recommended to make your memory strong. And we have also traditions that those who are memorizing whole Quran, they are very good in the memory. Really, they are very good. I've got experience with those who have memorized whole Quran. Number two, how we can make our memory strong. Number two, recite and read and pray 2 rak'ats. Whenever you feel that you've got an exam and your memory is very poor going on and maybe you forget things, have a 2 rakat namaz and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give you power, to give you energy. Abu Rehan, you heard, one of our important scientists of our Islamic history, Muslims. When he used to have problems in his studies, could not solve the problem, he used to go and pray 2 rakats for Hazrat Zahra salam alayha.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
And then he used to come open the book. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to help him to sort out the problem. So this is very important. Number three, that how we can make our memory strong. Someone asked Imam Ali alayhi salam, that Imam, how we make our memory strong? Imam said, don't eat a lot. Well, not a very fasting always anyhow, but don't eat a lot. How Imam said, the trees that are on the bank, the riverside, Imam said the roots are not strong. If the river stops, water stops, they will fall down. They are very poor. They are very weak. They are not strong. But the trees who are in desert areas, they don't have much water. They are very strong. So Imam said, don't eat a lot. Don't, some people, their habit is, some people, they say to me, Maulana, I am alive here just for eating. I said, mashallah. Some people, they are alive in this world. They are living in this world. They say, Maulana, I am living in this world. Please give me gulab jamun, give me this and this and that. No, these people, they are making their stomach and their body and their memory. I hope so that we get a good lessons from Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam and to make our life better, inshallah. Tomorrow again, I will talk about again same topic, that how we can get a success and become a successful from the aspect of Quran. Last words of Hazrat Qasim bin Hassan today, alayhi salam. Today, let me some verse and some story, some of the story of Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam. Hazrat Qasim was a nephew of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the Karbala, you heard about him and you've studied a lot about him. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, he was alone in the Karbala, just 70 and somehow people, companions with him. Among his companions, he had his own family members as well. And like Hazrat Akbar alayhi salam, like Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam. Qasim was very important for Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Imam Hussein alayhi salam, when he used to see Qasim alayhi salam, he used to remember Hazrat Imam Hassan alayhi salam. Because Hazrat Qasim was a sign of Imam Hassan alayhi salam. So, once upon a time, in the day of Ashura, when Imam Hussein opened the list of the Shuhada, martyrs, and was reading the names, was one by one. So Qasim said, and came beside Imam Hussein and asked, oh uncle, that is my name in the list also? So Imam Hussein looked at him. He said, Qasim, you are my very close. You are sign of my brother. How I can let you to go fight and to you are sign of Imam Hassan alayhi salam. Qasim said, Imam, or my uncle, if you don't let me, I won't be alive here without you and without the martyrs who are going to fight against enemies. So he was very worried because Imam Hussein was not permitting him, Imam Hussein was not giving him permission to go and to fight in the war against the enemies. So he went back to his tent. Imam Qasim, Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam, was thinking that how I satisfy my uncle and get a permission. And while he was thinking, he remembered that Imam Hassan alayhi salam, the father, he had given him one letter to Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam that, oh my lovely son, whenever you feel problem, when you see problem, open this letter, and this is the solution of that problem. So Imam Hazrat Qasim alayhi salam thought that in my whole life, in these years, I didn't have a much problem, but today is a much problem because Imam Hussein al-Islam is not letting me to go to fight against. You open the letter, and this was the will of Imam Hussein al-Islam to ask him that, oh my lovely son, when you see Imam Hussein alone, don't leave him alone. You are my lovely son, but when you see Imam Hussein, he is alone in the Karbala land. Go and ask him to give you permission. If he doesn't give you permission, give him the letter. He will give you permission to go to fight.
اللهم صل على محمد.